I've lost 30 kgs in the last 12 months. A lot of people ask me, Rahul, how have you stuck to your nutrition and your workout plan so diligently? When I think about the factors, there are multiple. First, there is external motivation. People compliment me, I feel good. There's this dopamine effect. Number two, there's internal motivation. I want to look a certain way, I want to feel a certain way. But then there's this third secret factor that really leads to consistency and is not spoken enough of. That is having access to regular progress data, which either can make you feel happy when you see progress, or it can make you feel guilty when you do not see results. Every Monday morning for the last 70 weeks, I have implemented this progress tracking routine that I'm going to share with you. If you have any fitness related goals like losing fat or gaining muscles, make sure to go through the entire routine and either implement the same thing or have some custom version of it for your own needs. Today's Sunday evening. I'll shoot that video tomorrow morning and I will see you there. By the way, I'm entering my bulking phase right now. And if you want to follow my progress journey, hit that subscribe button to show your support and follow this journey with me because I'll be sharing updates every Monday morning. Hi everyone, happy Monday. I'm sorry if I'm seeming a bit sleepy, I've just woken up. But I do four things every Monday morning. Number one, I will go and measure my weight. Number two, I will then go to the restroom, get naked, take off my shirt, and then take photos from the front, back, left, and the right view just to measure visual progress over time. Then I will come back to the living room, use a body inch tape and just take some body measurements of my neck, chest, abs, waist, all of that. And lastly is just put all of this data onto an app where me and my coach can see and then discuss progress. So I have a personal trainer who guides me as well. A lot of people have asked me, Rahul, like, do you need a personal trainer now because you yourself are one? And I've thought about that a lot, and the answer I think is yes. It really helps to have someone who is more experienced than you, who knows a lot more about fitness, bulking, fat loss than you, because yes, not just you just don't get the information, but you also get that emotional support and accountability, which I think is so crucial in this entire journey. But yes, let's get started. Just forgot to mention some quick context before I measure. So last week I increased my calories from 2500 to 2700 because I recently entered a bulking phase after like almost 66 weeks of fat loss phase, down from 100 kgs to 70 kgs. It's been a lot, but now I've slowly started to increase calories. So I'm pretty sure this week I'm in a calorie surplus. That's the hypothesis. So I'm expecting a weight gain. The broader idea of bulking phase, I'm sure you know, is like to build muscles. So for that, you need to eat a little bit more and do strength training and eat enough protein for all the necessary ingredients for your muscles to build. So that's the context, and let's see how much I weigh. All right, time to weigh. So this is my weighing machine. This is a digital weighing machine. I'm going to show you the app as well. So it's connected via Bluetooth to this app. Let's see. This is VSync, and as you can see, last week was 72.05. So I'm very curious as to what happens this week. So I'm going to put my phone down and stand up. I have this mic on. I don't think that should affect the weight too much. So hopefully that's fine. Just trying not to speak much, but the weight is 72.1 kilogram. So that is a 0.05 kilogram increase. Not bad. I mean, I expected it to increase a little bit, which is a very mild increase. So perhaps this last week I was either in a slight calorie surplus, maybe even maintenance. So interesting data. Sometimes weight is not like the main metric to define, because look, I could have lost a little bit fat, I could have gained a little bit of muscle, and my weight might have stayed the same, so which is perfectly fine. But yeah, it's still just good to keep track of data, right? So that's that. The implication, I think I'm going to discuss with my coach, but let's see if you want to increase my calories a bit further, maybe 2800. because what they say in bulking phase, you should be in at least like a 200 to 300 calorie surplus, because that's the energy your body uses to, actually build muscle. You will also gain some fat, but you definitely have to be in surplus. So let's see what the implications are, or I might continue to be 2700. So let's now move to the restroom, and I'm going to take some progress photos there. Okay, so this is basically where I take my progress photos. I'll probably not do the entire thing. Like, I don't want to get naked here and see me take photos, but just to like show you the setup. So like, this is my phone. I will just put the camera over here on top of this, my shaving cream bottle, and then I'll just take off my shirt and I stand here, and I can see myself in the mirror as well. And I use 4 angles. I will share the final photographs, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so time to measure my body parts. So I just have a simple inch tape, and I'm going to be measuring my neck, shoulders, chest, lower abs, upper abs, waist, lower abs, hips, thighs, and calves, and I think biceps and forearms as well. So a long way to go. All right, time to just look at the results. I basically like to put all that data onto this app where me and my coach can discuss. So I have fit up with Rahul app. This is my own app. This is the app that I use to train my own uh, like folks. I coach a lot of people, but as you can see, this is my own data. Here's my nutrition plans. So this is my all of the meal plans. This is my all the workouts that I do. I'm not going to go into this right now because right now it's time for check-in. So as you can see, Monday is my check-in day, and I basically input all the data that we saw. So weight was 72.1 kilograms. Body fat, this is not accurate at all from that machine, but that's fine. I'm just going to complete all the neck, chest, all of this data, and then we will discuss. Okay, so I have uploaded the data. Let's look at this. So as you can see, this is from this week. I have taken these 4 photographs as well. Maybe let me actually show you. Like, this is how I take. So this is the front, right, left, and the back view. All right. Um, if you see, so this is my this week's check-in. If I see on the left side, this is the previous week's check-in, right? Let's just see how things have changed. So like, let's see, neck and chest is 38.3, and then this week it's 38. Seems to have like reduced a little bit. Sometimes there's like could be measurement, could have actually reduced, although I don't think it's likely, but could just be like sometimes measurement issue. So that's fine. Let's see, abs and waist 32.2, and then last week was 32.3. Yeah, very similar. Hips last week 35.3, this week 35.5, very close, right? So as you can see, in terms of body measurements, they're usually not that many changes. There's just some measurement errors, of course, not errors, inconsistencies, I would say. But with time, give it 1 month, give it 2 months, give it 3 months, there is a trend line, right? Either down or up. So that really helps. One cool thing, I do want to show you the progress feature. So by the way, like, this is my own app. If you take my one-on-one coaching program, or uh, sometimes I give away the app for free as well on my YouTube videos, but you can get access to all these features. So that is that. But let me show you the check-in. I was showing you the photos, right? So if you go to daily progress, go to progress photos. I'm curious to see how my photos, like visual progress, has changed. So there's a compare option. This is this week's, and then let's compare it with maybe 2 weeks before. So the top one is this week's, like right now, and then this is the bottom one is 2 weeks before. Oh, okay. There seems to be a little bit more definition around the abs area, although even here, honestly, sometimes there are just inconsistencies. So I can't really say like, oh, my abs have developed in the last 2 weeks, but there does seem to be a little bit. So maybe a good sign, not bad. I'm happy. Let's maybe compare the right biceps. So upper one is right now, lower one is 2 weeks before. Not that much. I think looks fairly similar. So yeah, I mean, these things take time to build. So all good. Like I said, all of this progress tracking is really important. If you're consistent on a weekly basis, then you will be able to see some really cool trends and graphs over time, and you just be able to sort of adjust, right? So as next step, I'm going to be like having a conversation with my own coach tonight, and like let's see how the conversation goes. Like my weight has increased just a little bit, so I'm like maybe in a slight surplus. My coach will either tell me one of two things, like either keep your calories 2700, so let's try it for another week and test it out, because sometimes you get more, I guess, accurate results over 2 weeks, right? Like sometimes 1 week you never know what happens. Or the other thing is you might say, let's increase your calories a little bit more because you didn't seem to gain so much weight in 2700 also, right? Based on my current exercise, assuming my current exercise routine does not change, right? Because that's where the calorie expenditure is coming from, which I'm assuming won't change. So that is that. I'm going to discuss with my trainer in the evening. But I think overall, looking back, good week. I stuck to my nutrition plan, I stuck to my exercise plan, and the data pretty much is consistent with what I expected, right? So all good. If you have any questions about any of my weekly routine, just let me know in the comments below. And I would also love to know if you employ some other progress measurement techniques. If there are some other metrics you track, I would just love to hear about them as well. So subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along my progress weekly, because I'm just entering my bulking phase, and that might be very cool to just go along that journey with you. And I'll keep sharing tips and tricks as I figure them on the way. So I will see you in the next one. Have a good week.